We are We Kick Brass, and we are playing some music from the medieval Renaissance era. And the piece we decided to choose is called O Magnum Mysterium. So we're going to talk a little bit about the piece before we play it, so let's just kick it off. Go ahead, Christian.
Okay. O Magnum Mysterium was written in the Renaissance Okay, in the Renaissance era. It originally was a motet. It would have been sung in some sort of church setting, most likely at Christmas.
First circumcision of Christ. Oh, I'm next. Okay, so a little bit about the composer. If we can get the next slide up. There we go. Okay, so Tomás Luis de Victoria. He was born in a little city called Avila, I think, which is in Spain. He ventured into Rome when he was really young so that he could start learning how to compose music and stuff like that, which is a lot of things that composers did during this era, was to go to Rome and learn the ways of music at some of their schools and stuff. So he mainly composed masses and motets and other religious compositions, kind of like Christian said. Most of his stuff was played in churches, and that's where he basically got famous from. But this O Magnum Mysterium was one of his more famous pieces, and it's sung a lot in choirs nowadays. And he lived actually pretty long, to the age of 67, which is very impressive for this time frame. So, yeah. About the piece.
So, about the piece, the O Magnum Mysterium was a warm and atmospheric 4-part soprano, alto, tenor, bass piece, and it was composed by Tomás Luis de Victoria, and it was published in 1572. We slightly altered it to fit our instrumentation, but its warmth and richness has made it a favorite among choirs as a Christmas motet, although it was meant for the feast of the circumcision of Christ on January 1st.
We're going to figure this out. This will go a lot smoother once we figure it out.
There.
Listening guide, you have yours, use them.
Okay.
Okay, so my slide's about instrumentation. So obviously our group consists of trumpet, horn, trombone, tuba, and euphonium. And obviously that was not a group that played in the Renaissance. So we found a piece that was originally a choral piece, and then it was made into a trombone quartet. So we kind of changed it up into brass quintet. So yeah, we transposed the first two parts for trumpet and horn, and then we doubled up trombone and tuba for the bottom part. So yeah.
Okay, we don't exactly have our bibliography figured out yet, but we obviously got this information from somewhere, so we're just going to throw that in before we turn this project in. So don't worry about it. We'll get this figured out. So now that we're done with our presentation, we would love to perform this for you. And this is like the second time we've played this, but we promise it'll sound amazing. Next time we perform it in December. Okay. Yeah, I have to stand because I hooked up to the things. Maybe when we're playing, we can hook up a score, and then I could turn pages.
Yeah, that'd be
with
cool.
it.
We should probably just.
We can figure that out later. Okay, so here we go. This piece starts with the first. Well, originally the sopranos, and then the first trombone, but now the trumpet. So the trumpet is gonna kick it off for us. And all right, let's go. Okay, good job, guys.
Yeah.
That was our first actual run through. Not too bad. So basically, things that we need to look at are just look at your parts individually and make sure that you guys are getting the rhythms down. I'm going to message you guys about rehearsal numbers because we don't really have any. So just good places for us to get back together in case we get lost.
Also, we also need to practice our individual slides and stuff like that, what we're actually presenting. Try to get a few more sources in, even though it is a pain to cite more sources. It is important to have a bunch of different sources, and try not to say as much as.
Yeah, well, this is just our rehearsal. So sorry about saying We'll be better.
Also, I think we need to figure out a way to transition into a faster tempo.
The faster tempo.
That's helpful.
The thing, eventually, I want to get to the point where we can just feel it.
Yeah.
You just need to practice it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we just need to practice through this. We're doing pretty good. The next thing, after we learn our notes and our rhythms, the next thing I want us to do are the dynamics. There's not really that many written in, but when they are written in, they are very important, especially in this piece.
Yeah, and obviously they wouldn't be they would be implied in if you were playing an actual Renaissance version of the piece, and if you're actually singing with the choir, they would be implied. But we need to start we need to know the piece well enough that we can feel and hear the implied dynamics and then apply them.
Yeah, and play louder when you have moving parts.
Yes.
And when you don't, back off.
And these are all things we're going to fix before we actually perform this in December.
We should also listen, look at each other's parts and find the moving parts. So if we get lost or something, we can listen to each other and hear the beat.
Also, listen to the original a lot. You guys have the score. I sent it in the message thing, so just look at that. You can look at either version. They're in different keys, but it's the same idea. It's still all the same.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And listen to the original choral part, because then you'll get a feel for how we're supposed to sound. Because right now, we sound like a brass quintet, and we should sound like a choir.
Yeah.
So that'll just help us work on our voicing and how we're gonna sound. I think one thing that we should work on is a little bit deeper sound. Because even the sopranos, they're not even really singing that high in the beginning. No, I can't sing that low. But yeah, maybe could you get a flugelhorn possibly?
I could probably borrow somebody's. I would have to ask around.
Okay, because that
would
might
be-
help. Because
that would
we're all
help, yeah.
when I'm playing my bass trombone, which is not this, I'm very conical sounding, and those three are conical instruments. So it would just help us blend together.
I've never played one.
If at
so
all possible.
It's
I know it's the same, but
It would be an excuse to get a flugelhorn.
yeah, you get a free instrument for a project. So if it costs you money, I will feel bad, and if we really want it, I'll help you.
I'm sure someone has one in mind.
Yeah. So, all right. So overall, pretty good job, guys. And that is all for our video rehearsal. We went over a little bit, so.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, there we
that's
go.
good to celebrate.
So,
Whatever.
thank you. This is a very rough sketch. There will probably be more information on the slides when we send it to you, so don't judge us just based on this video. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you in class tomorrow, actually. So, bye.